number one, just with what we just saw, Gopal Italia was the one who took the dais right now. He's the one who's speaking right behind me. So there is an attempt for him to be the narrative, to set the stage, possibly for Isudan Gadhvi. Otherwise, if Gopal Italia was the one who was to be nominated today, it would not have been him on the dais there introducing the Aam Aadmi Party, going ahead with his chief ministerial face on this particular event. That aside, the entire family of Isudan Gadhvi is already there. They were the first one to arrive. One hasn't seen Gopal Italia as family members. So a lot of, the press completely surrounding them. But let me tell you on what were the political reasons for possibly going with an Isudan Gadhvi. Who is Isudan Gadhvi, where Gujarat is concerned? Nabila, like you and I, he was actually a journalist. He was a television anchor. He's been a part of theatre artist as well. But he was a big journalist in Gujarat locally. He used to helm a lot of primetime shows regarding the people. He used to pick up a lot of people issues. He was, widely popular. He hails from a well-to-do, a farmer family from Saurashtra. He has a very strong base in Saurashtra. But I would reckon no matter how much, we would like to keep caste completely aside from the dynamics of any election, but it was the caste of possibly Isudan Gadhvi that also sealed the deal. He comes from a backward caste, Gadhvi. OBCs in Gujarat are 48%, so one can then realize the strength when it comes down to the polity or the politics of the OBC vote. So that a big factor, but there's also, all of this politically makes it perfect for an Isudan Gadhvi to fit in. When he left politics in 2017, he actually was introduced to Arvind Kejriwal through Gopal Italia, and he right now is the joint general secretary in the Aam Aadmi Party.
साथियों को और जितने लोग अभी मीडिया के माध्यम से हम लोगों को देख रहे हैं, सभी लोगों को मेरा नमस्कार, सबको मेरा प्रणाम। मैं समझता हूं कि गुजरात की इतिहास में आज बेहद महत्वपूर्ण दिन है। जिस तरह से हम पिछले कुछ महीनों में गुजरात के कोने कोने में जा रहे हैं, टीवी चैनल वाले भी जनता से बात कर रहे हैं, गुजरात एक बहुत बड़े परिवर्तन और बहुत बड़े बदलाव की तरफ जा रहा है। बहुत बड़ा बदलाव होने वाला है। 27 साल तक गुजरात के लोगों के पास कोई विकल्प नहीं था। दोनों के बीच में इतना गहरा रिश्ता था, दोनों पार्टियों के बीच में, बीजेपी और कांग्रेस, कि लोगों के पास एक तरह से एक ही विकल्प था, इसको दे दो चाहे उसको दे दो, सरकार तो भाजपा की बननी है। पहली बार लोगों को एक सार्थक विकल्प नजर आ रहा है। कल भी मैंने देखा कि जैसे ही ऐलान किया गया गुजरात की चुनाव की तारीखों का, तो सारे टीवी चैनल उसको दिखाने लगे। मैं एक टीवी चैनल का देख रहा था, उस टीवी चैनल ने अपने रिपोर्टर को बोला, अहमदाबाद में उनका रिपोर्टर बाजार में खड़ा हुआ था, अपने रिपोर्टर को बोला आप पास जरा बात कीजिए लोगों से, लोग क्या कह रहे हैं। तो उसने पहले से बात की, उसने कहा इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए। दूसरे से बात की, वो कहता है इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए। तीसरे से बात की, बोला इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए। चौथे से बात की, बोला इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए। तो उसने कहा परिवर्तन मतलब, बोले परिवर्तन मतलब हमें केजरीवाल चाहिए। तो उसके बाद वो एंकर ने कहा अच्छा आपके पास बाद में आएंगे, तो फिर उन्होंने उसको रिपोर्टर को बंद कर दिया। जबरदस्त बदलाव की ओर इस बार गुजरात जा रहा है। एक बहुत उम्मीद, लोगों को उम्मीद है कि महंगाई दूर होगी, बेरोजगारी दूर होगी, उनकी जिंदगी में सुधार होगा, बच्चों को रोजगार मिलेगा, अस्पताल खुलेंगे, स्कूल खुलेंगे। आम आदमी पार्टी एक नई पार्टी है, नया इंजन है, नई उम्मीद लेके आई है। पूरे देश के अंदर नई उम्मीद, नई राजनीति, नए चेहरे। तो हम कमरे में बैठ के ये तय नहीं करते कि सीएम हमारा कौन होगा। पंजाब के अंदर भी हमने यही किया था। भगवंत मान साहब को सीएम कैंडिडेट केजरीवाल ने नहीं चुना था, भगवंत मान साहब को सीएम कैंडिडेट पंजाब की जनता ने चुना था। हमने पंजाब की जनता से पूछा था कि आपका सीएम कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का कौन होना चाहिए। पंजाब की जनता ने कहा था। ऐसे ही अब जब लग रहा है कि अगली सरकार आम आदमी पार्टी की बनने वाली है, लगभग निश्चित हो चुका है। ये जितने आप लोग सर्वे देख रहे हो ना टीवी में, जब नई पार्टी आती है तो नई पार्टी का कोई भी सर्वे ठीक से अनुमान नहीं कर पाता। जब हम पहली बार दिल्ली में पहली सरकार बनाई थी, हमारी 28 सीट आई थी, तो ये कोई भी सर्वे हमें एक भी सीट नहीं दे रहा था और हमारी 28 सीट आई और हम जीत गए। गुजरात के अंदर ये सारे सर्वे फेल होंगे, आज आप लिख लीजिए, सारे सर्वे फेल होंगे और गुजरात के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी। आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनना अगर तय है तो आज हम आम आदमी पार्टी का सीएम कैंडिडेट अनाउंस नहीं कर रहे, आज हम गुजरात के अगले सीएम का नाम अनाउंस करने जा रहे हैं। हम लोगों ने जनता से पूछा, गुजरात के लोगों से पूछा, अभी शायद 5-7 दिन पहले हम लोगों ने नंबर का ऐलान किया, एक फोन नंबर दिया और एक ईमेल आईडी दिया। हमने कहा आप हमें एसएमएस कर सकते हैं, आप हमें वॉइस मैसेज छोड़ सकते हैं, आप हमें व्हाट्सएप मैसेज कर सकते हैं या आप हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं। 4 तरीके से आप हमें मैसेज दे सकते हैं। और जनता ने खूब जम के वोटिंग की है। हमारे पास लगभग 16,48,500 के करीब रिस्पांस आए, सारे मिला के सब तरीके से, और उनमें 73% लोगों ने इशुदान गढ़वी जी का नाम
All right, there you have it. Almost an announcement. AAP Gujarat Chief Minister face Isudan Gadhvi. This is Arvind Kejriwal himself announcing it on that stage. We saw Isudan Gadhvi there quickly hugging all those people who have been supporting him. It appears that's his mother. Those are the live visuals that we bring to you from Ahmedabad. Preeti Chaudhary joining us for more on that. Preeti, Isudan Gadhvi is the face for the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat. Give us a little about his credibility, the man from where he's grown to where he is today. Not sure if the AAP will come to power, but certainly AAP has made enough noise in Gujarat at this point.
Well, definitely he's made enough noise. It's already drumming up quite a bit of that right now. But yes, Nabila, Isudan Gadhvi is expectedly the chief ministerial face for the Aam Aadmi Party. And there you have it. The person who's announcing his name is Mr. Gopal Italia. But to tell you a little bit about Isudan Gadhvi and who is Isudan Gadhvi, comes from a very comfortable, economically sound household. He was an anchor like you and I. He's been one of the big journalists right now from Gujarat. He gave up his career a few years ago. 2017 entered into the Aam Aadmi Party. 2019 gave up his profession. 2019 and 2021 last year entered the Aam Aadmi Party. He is the joint general secretary of the Aam Aadmi Party, a part of its national executive. But that aside, Isudan Gadhvi, other than the popularity of a prime-time anchor who enjoyed massive following all across Gujarat, especially Saurashtra. He picked up people's issues. He also delved in a bit of theatre, wanted to always get into politics, chose the Aam Aadmi Party. The medium was Gopal Italia right behind him. behind me. On the other front, hails from a family which is a farmer family, a well-to-do farmer family from Saurashtra. He has a very strong base in Saurashtra. In all probabilities, Isudan Gadhvi will be given a ticket from Saurashtra. That's where he enjoys a solid base, and hopefully for the Aam Aadmi Party, he will win it from there. On the other account, the caste of Isudan Gadhvi is extremely important in the scheme of things of Gujarat politics. Nabila, Isudan Gadhvi comes from the OBC. He comes from a backward caste, and the OBCs in Gujarat are 48%. So really, the importance of having a chief ministerial face coming from the OBC background will only add to what the Aam Aadmi Party thinks to its arsenal as it goes into elections. Also, other than say a Gopal Italia who's speaking right now, Isudan Gadhvi is a little less mercurial. Gopal Italia has found himself in many controversies in the recent past, which Isudan Gadhvi is a little more calculated in terms of what he says. In the last 2 years, Isudan Gadhvi, who has travelled 1,000 kilometers, is what he says, to understand the people's problem. But he now, of course, will be the face of the Aam Aadmi Party. In all probability, like I pointed out, would be fighting an election from Saurashtra, which is the farmers' community. He hails from a farmer family himself. 40 years old, he's not old, just about 40 is what the party cadre tells us that is his age. But ultimately, I would reckon it's at least in the recent past, it's the first that we've seen a journalist, a prime-time anchor, taking the plunge and now being the face, the chief ministerial face of a political party which is hoping to make massive inroads at this time in Gujarat.
Isudan Gadhvi, like you said, comes from a farming background. Caste politics really is not something that AAP has considered here while announcing his name. Is that right? Would you be able to tell us if he comes from the dominant caste of Gujarat, Preeti?
He comes from the OBC, so he comes from a backward caste. Nabila, if I got your question right, and 48% of Gujarat is the OBC. So in terms of the calculus, the caste calculus in Gujarat, it features very high on that metric. To have somebody from a backward caste to be your chief ministerial face could get you political dividends, where sadly and unfortunately caste is a calling card in many states, also that of Gujarat. Like Gopal Italia represents the Patidar community, who's speaking right now. He was one of the key members of the Patidar movement, and the Aam Aadmi Party, through an Isudan Gadhvi, who represents the OBC as the chief ministerial face. Gopal Italia, one would have thought that there would be rancor between the two, because it was a fight to the CM face between Gopal Italia and Isudan Gadhvi. It doesn't seem so, because Gopal Italia right now waxing eloquence, praising Isudan Gadhvi there. Also what the kind of a bit of goodwill that Isudan Gadhvi has gathered for himself, other than of course the huge following he's had as a prime-time anchor, is the fact that during COVID he was one of the few politicians who actually walked the line. He held many camps. He was suffering from COVID. His entire family, his mother also had COVID, and he was at least seen on ground to be working. So he hopes to take that goodwill of being a people's politician. He was a people's, he used to pick up issues which were connected to the people as a journalist, as a prime-time anchor. He'd be hoping to take all of that ahead, and the fact that he hails from the OBC caste will only help further that cause, Nabila, because especially in the Saurashtra belt where he hails from, he comes from a very economically sound farmer family and has had a very, very comfortable life. Unlike a Gopal Italia who has risen, from the grassroots. His mother was a labourer. He used to work in a diamond factory himself.
Right.
But Isudan Gadhvi's career trajectory than a Gopal Italia. But let's
listen. આપણે બધાએ ખૂબ ઉત્સાહથી જોરદાર તાળીઓ સાથે ઈશુદાનભાઈને અભિનંદન પાઠવીએ. જોરદાર તાળીઓથી ઈશુદાનભાઈને અભિનંદન પાઠવીએ.
All right. Isudan Gadhvi, our chief ministerial face. It's an announcement that's been made. Isudan Gadhvi is said to be a journalist himself, was a news anchor, comes from a farming background. The OBC community, which is a good 48% of OBC, in Gujarat. All right, you have a lady taking the stage there, Isudan Gadhvi, Isudan Gadhvi's mother, who is now getting on stage to say a few words.
जय माँ मोगल जय द्वारकाधीश आज जे अवसर बनी रह्यो छे ए अवसर में माताजी एने जाजू साथ आपे अने आपणी गुजरातनी प्रजा बधी साथ आपे तो माँ मोगलनी कृपा थी द्वारकाधीशनी कृपा थी अने अरविंद जी वित्तमान जी गोपाल जी बधा सर्वे भाईओ बहनों बधा एने आशीर्वाद आपजो और ईसुदान भाई नो काम एने सफलता होवू जोईए। भारत आपणो देश छे। जय माँ मोगल।
Emotional mother of Isudan Gadhvi. Let me cut across to Preeti, who's right there. Preeti, the mother taking to the stage, she said a few words. Would you want to tell us what exactly she said?
Well, my Gujarati is not much better than yours, Nabila, but I would reckon what she has said is that it's actually playbook Aam Aadmi Party. Why do I say it's playbook Aam Aadmi Party? You know, let's go back to when Bhagwant Mann was, as per the public demand is what the Aam Aadmi Party said. I'm sure there must be the public voting in, but clearly the Aam Aadmi Party saw a roadmap for making Bhagwant Mann the chief ministerial face. At that time as well, if you remember, when Bhagwant Mann was made the chief ministerial face, his mother was called on stage to address the people, and she was highly emotional at that point of time as well. So the same thing this time around. This is all perception. It's a war of perception, Nabila. The Aam Aadmi Party would like somewhere down the line to play out that perception that it's a family party. It believes in honoring your parents, the older generation as well, because it's not just Isudan Gadhvi's mother. A lot of local channels have been interviewing his uncles, Gopal Italia's mother, his family members as well. So this is all political play of perception, and this is another family member. His wife is what we are being told. What you just hear right now, who you hear right now behind me, is Isudan Gadhvi's wife. So, let's try and listen in, and I'm going to try and quickly get somebody to translate it for me on what she exactly said. My camera person just going to ask somebody that what is she... She said, but that was the wife of Isudan Gadhvi. So you've heard his mother, you've heard his wife. To portray the picture of Isudan Gadhvi being a family man. The entire, the polity of Gujarat rests on family, the values. So this is what the Aam Aadmi Party would like to project. I'll ask my camera person to tell me what she said. Okay, so that's it. So the mother, the wife came in and thanked Arvind Kejriwal. The mother said that Isudan Gadhvi is going to take forward what Arvind Kejriwal has launched in Gujarat, which is a movement to bring in change.
At this point, Preeti, tell us what kind of fight Isudan Gadhvi is capable of putting up. If you are able to tell us his nature of politics, what is the man really known for? Because he's going to be now pitched against Bhupendra Patel of the BJP, and we know the characteristics Patel boasts of, but Isudan Gadhvi, we're not too sure what kind of a politician is he really. His characteristics, if you could highlight, what kind of fight is he capable of putting up against the BJP in Gujarat?
Well, Isudan Gadhvi is going to follow what has been the trajectory of the Aam Aadmi Party's politics. The Aam Aadmi Party at least hopes that its politics rests on transformative politics to bring about change, where they talk about, building schools, to building hospitals, infrastructure, a corruption-free kind of politics, which, as per the Aam Aadmi Party, doesn't rest on, though is following the path of Hindutva but doesn't rest on the toxic Hindutva of the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is what the Aam Aadmi Party alleges. And Isudan Gadhvi is not going to, actually go away from that. He's going to follow the playbook of the Aam Aadmi Party to the T. So what he will bring with him, of course, is his popularity as a television anchor, and he was widely popular. What he will bring in is his support base from Saurashtra.
જેથી ખેડૂતોની સમસ્યાઓને છાપામાં જ્યાં એક કોલમનું સ્થાન મળતું તેની સામે ઈસુદાન ગઢવીએ ખેડૂતો અને સામાન્ય નાગરિકો માટે થઈને 1.5 કલાકનો શો ચાલુ કર્યો. આ શો એટલે મહામંથન.
નમસ્કાર દર્શક મિત્રો, તમારા કાર્યક્રમમાં મહામંથનમાં તમારું સ્વાગત છે.
આ મહામંથનના માધ્યમથી ઈસુદાન ગઢવીએ સરકારી તંત્ર, નેતાઓ અને અધિકારીઓની ઊંઘ હરામ કરી નાખી. આ શોના માધ્યમથી ઈસુદાન ગુજરાતના ઘરે ઘરે પહોંચ્યા અને અપાર લોકચાહના મેળવી. ઈસુદાન ગઢવી ગુજરાતની પીડિત, શોષિત અને સુવિધા વિહોણી જનતાનો પ્રખર અવાજ બન્યા. શોની લોકપ્રિયતા એવી કે શોના ટાઈમે ગામડાઓમાં કર્ફ્યુ જેવો માહોલ થઈ જાય ત્યાં સુધી કે સરકારી તંત્રથી થાકેલા લોકો પોતાની સમસ્યા કે મુશ્કેલીની રજૂઆત ઈસુદાન ગઢવીને
That's a small documentary of sorts, a clipping to show Isudan Gadhvi's trajectory, his political career all along. That's been captured on cameras there. It's been relayed at the Aam Aadmi Party meeting with Arvind Kejriwal on the stage, along with Bhagwant Mann, Isudan Gadhvi, and a few other Aam Aadmi Party leaders in Gujarat. At this point, AAP is really putting up a fight. It's stepping up its campaign right ahead of elections in Gujarat. In Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home turf, Gujarat is...
बहुत बड़ा बदलाव होने वाला है. 27 साल तक गुजरात के लोगों के पास कोई विकल्प नहीं था. दोनों के बीच में इतना गहरा रिश्ता था, दोनों पार्टियों के बीच में, बीजेपी और कांग्रेस, कि लोगों के पास एक तरह से एक ही विकल्प था, इसको दे दो चाहे उसको दे दो, सरकार तो भाजपा की बननी है. पहली बार लोगों को एक सार्थक विकल्प नजर आ रहा है. कल भी मैंने देखा कि जैसे ही ऐलान किया गया गुजरात की चुनाव की तारीखों का, तो सारे टीवी चैनल उसको दिखाने लगे. मैं एक टीवी चैनल का देख रहा था. उस टीवी चैनल ने अपने रिपोर्टर को बोला, अहमदाबाद में उनका रिपोर्टर बाजार में खड़ा हुआ था, अपने रिपोर्टर को बोला आप आसपास जरा बात कीजिए लोगों से, लोग क्या कह रहे हैं. तो उसने पहले से बात की, उसने कहा इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए. दूसरे से बात की, वो कहता है इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए. तीसरे से बात की, बोला इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए. चौथे से बात की, बोला इस बार परिवर्तन चाहिए. तो उसने कहा परिवर्तन मतलब, बोले परिवर्तन मतलब हमें केजरीवाल चाहिए. तो उसके बाद वो एंकर ने कहा अच्छा आपके पास बाद में आएंगे. तो फिर उन्होंने उसको, रिपोर्टर को बंद कर दिया. जबरदस्त बदलाव की ओर इस बार गुजरात जा रहा है. एक बहुत उम्मीद, लोगों को उम्मीद है कि महंगाई दूर होगी, बेरोजगारी दूर होगी, उनकी जिंदगी में सुधार होगा, बच्चों को रोजगार मिलेगा, अस्पताल खुलेंगे, स्कूल खुलेंगे. आम आदमी पार्टी एक नई पार्टी है, नया इंजन है, नई उम्मीद लेके आई है. पूरे देश के अंदर नई उम्मीद, नई राजनीति, नए चेहरे. तो हम कमरे में बैठ के ये तय नहीं करते कि सीएम हमारा कौन होगा. पंजाब के अंदर भी हमने यही किया था. भगवंत मान साहब को सीएम कैंडिडेट केजरीवाल ने नहीं चुना था, भगवंत मान साहब को सीएम कैंडिडेट पंजाब की जनता ने चुना था. हमने पंजाब की जनता से पूछा था कि आपका सीएम कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का कौन होना चाहिए. पंजाब की जनता ने कहा था. ऐसे ही अब जब लग रहा है कि अगली सरकार आम आदमी पार्टी की बनने वाली है, लगभग निश्चित हो चुका है. ये जितने आप लोग सर्वे देख रहे हो ना टीवी में, जब नई पार्टी आती है तो नई पार्टी का कोई भी सर्वे ठीक से अनुमान नहीं कर पाता. जब हम पहली बार दिल्ली में
અરવિંદ કેજરીવાલજી, જેમણે આખી રાજનીતિની તાસીર બદલી નાખી, હું અને એક એક ગુજરાતી એમને સૌથી પહેલા નમસ્કાર કરીએ છીએ, વંદન કરીએ છીએ. तो हाँ, देखिए जिस तरह से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी राजनीति बदलने के लिए निकले, मेरे जैसे छोटे किसान परिवार का बेटा आज अरविंद जी की राजनीति में इतनी बड़ी जिम्मेदारी का एहसास करवाते हैं, यह अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है। आज तक ये रहा है कि आप कोई बड़े मिक्स बोलता रहीश, हाँ मिक्स રહેશે। ગુજરાતીમાં પણ રહેશે ને વચ્ચે વચ્ચે ઇંગ્લિશમાં પણ શબ્દ કદાચ બે આવી જશે। મિત્રો સવાલ એ છે કે જ્યારે હું ખેડૂતો માટે અવાજ ઉઠાવતો હતો, આઉટસોર્સિંગ કર્મચારીઓ માટે અવાજ ઉઠાવતો હતો, ખેડૂતો તો મારા દિલના પ્રાણ છે। સેંકડો ખેડૂતો એક આશાની ઉમ્મીદ લઈને બેઠા હોય, મારા સ્ટુડિયો આવતા હોય। એક નાની ઉંમરમાં ઈશ્વરે મને ખૂબ મોટી જવાબદારી ચેનલ હેડ બનાવીને પણ આપી હતી, પણ કંઈક ખૂટતું હતું। હું સંપૂર્ણ આધ્યાત્મિક જીવ છું, કર્મના સિદ્ધાંતમાં માનું છું। હું ખરાબ ક્યારે કોઈનું કરતો નથી। मैं ईश्वर से हर हमेशा एक ही प्रार्थना करता हूं कि मैं किसी का बुरा ना करूं, जितना हो सके मैं भला करने की कोशिश करूं। मुझे जिंदगी में मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं चाहिए, ईश्वर ने सब कुछ दे दिया। बस अब मेरे गुजरातियों के लिए मुझे ईश्वर से प्रार्थना है कि उनकी पीड़ा मैं थोड़ी भी कम कर सकूं, उतना मुझे आशीर्वाद दें। જ્યારે જ્યારે કોરોના આવ્યું, ખેડૂતોની વાત હતી, બેરોજગાર યુવાનો માટે પેપર લીક થતા હતા, વારે વારે આ પરિસ્થિતિ રહેતી હતી। અને એક દિવસ મને એવું લાગ્યું કે ઈશ્વરે મને કંઈક વધારે કહેવાનું, કારણ કે હું સેફ નોકરી હતી, સ્ટુડિયોમાં નોકરી હતી। સ્વાભાવિક તौर પર તમે શો પૂરો કરીને જવાબદારીમાંથી છટકી જાઓ। જ્યારે આઉટડોર શો કર્યું ત્યારે પણ हजारों की भीड़ अपने आप आने लगी, और सिर्फ यही कि हमेरा कुछ भला करिए। ત્યારે મેં વિચાર કર્યું કે ટોચ ઉપર હતો, મને ઘણા બધા એવું કહેતા હતા કે તમે મૂર્ખ છો, ટોચ ઉપર છો, પણ જે દિવસે મેં નક્કી કર્યું કે મારે સેફ નોકરી છોડી દેવી છે અને એકવાર મારે જોવું છે કે ખરેખર ગુજરાતની જનતા માટે આપણે શું કરી શકીએ। મેં જ્યારે રાજીનામું આપ્યું, ભાઈ શ્રી ગોપાલભાઈ અને ગુલાબસિંહજી બંને મારી પાસે આવ્યા। અરવિંદજીનો ફોન આવ્યો कि ईसुदान आपको राजनीति में आना चाहिए। मैंने कहा कि साहब मेरे तो जिंदगी में मेरे कोई परिवार में सरपंच तक नहीं बना है, और राजनीति में क्यों? तब अरविंद जी ने कहा कि देखो, अगर आप शो चलाते हो, आप आवाज तो उठाओगे, लेकिन ये निर्भर सिस्टम आपको वो काम करके नहीं देगी जो करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए सिस्टम में जाना पड़ेगा। अरविंद जी ने कहा कि देखो, अगर मैं राजनीति में नहीं आता तो आप मुझे बताओ कि क्या दिल्ली की अच्छी स्कूलें होती? आप एक बार स्कूलें देख लीजिए, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक देख लीजिए। मैंने देखा भी, वहां जाकर देखा, और तब मैंने तय किया कि ठीक है, मैं राजनीति में आना नहीं चाहता हूं। राजनीति हर हमेशा अच्छे लोगों की मजबूरी होती है, राजनीति शौक नहीं होता है। और उस दिन अरविंद जी ने भी यही कहा कि देखो, मैं भी इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर था ईसुदान, मैं भी अच्छी खासी जिंदगी जीता था, लेकिन वो मेरे परिवार तक सीमित होती। आज मैं दिल्ली के लिए कुछ कर सकता हूं। क्यों? महिलाएं के लिए बस सुविधा फ्री कर सकता हूं, अच्छे बच्चे पढ़ते हैं। एक ऑटो वाला बच्चा जब पढ़ के बहुत बड़ा बनता है तो मुझे कितना आशीर्वाद मिलते होंगे। तुझ जैसे लोगों को राजनीति में आना पड़ेगा। और तब मैंने तय किया कि मैं राजनीति करूंगा। राजनीति मेरा शौक नहीं, मेरी मजबूरी है। गुजरात की जनता की पीड़ा मुझसे देखी नहीं गई, इसलिए मुझे आना पड़ा। मैंने पहले भी कहा कि मैं कर्म के सिद्धांत में मानता हूं। मैं कहीं आज तक जब भी मैंने पत्रकारिता की, तब भी मैं मुद्दों की पत्रकारिता करता था। किसानों की एक कॉलम जो न्यूज नहीं छापते थे, मैंने ऐसे कितने सैकड़ों सौ किए होंगे। किसानों की आवाज बनने की कोशिश की, बेरोजगारों की आवाज बनने की कोशिश की, महिलाओं की जिस तरह से सुरक्षा व्यवस्था है उसकी आवाज बनने की कोशिश की, व्यापारियों की आवाज बनने की कोशिश की, श्रमिक मजदूरों की आवाज बनने की कोशिश की, सबसे बड़ा आउटसोर्सिंग कर्मचारियों की आवाज बनने की कोशिश की। मुझसे जितना हो पाता था मैंने किया, लेकिन एक लक्ष्मण रेखा होती है, आप वहां न्यूज चला सकते हैं, ऑर्डर नहीं कर सकते। और सिस्टम इतना सड़ा हुआ है कि सिस्टम को साफ करने के लिए, गंदगी साफ करने के लिए आपको गंदगी में उतरना पड़ता है। और तब मुझे अरविंद जी ने कहा कि देखो, गंदगी अगर साफ करनी है तो आपको कीचड़ में उतरना पड़ेगा, चाहे आपको जो भी लोग गालियां दे, मुझे भी देते हैं, लेकिन ये लोग जो गालियां देते हैं ना, वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी वाले होते हैं। जनता कभी गालियां नहीं देती, वो तो सिर पे बिठाती है। मुझे भी दिल्ली में देख लीजिए आप। और तब मैंने तय किया कि मैं राजनीति में।
Well, that's Isudan Gadhvi, who's giving quite a speech there soon after his name was announced as the Chief Minister. Let me cut across to Preeti Chaudhary, who's right there joining us live. Preeti, it appears almost like a victory speech. Isudan Gadhvi has been announced the Chief Ministerial face of the Aam Aadmi Party, but what a powerful speech he's giving on stage, speaking of how he hesitated to enter politics, but it was Arvind Kejriwal who finally coaxed and convinced him, and he's here today.
Well, you know, he's playing to the galleries. A lot of cadre of the Aam Aadmi Party as well here. They have to work with him. So maybe not a victory speech, Nabila, but definitely a speech to now set the precedence that he's the man in charge. You know, this election is going to be fought under the banner of Isudan Gadhvi alongside Arvind Kejriwal. But I would reckon we should end with the fact that now, going ahead, at least the Congress has made it very clear that they're going to fight under the symbol of the hand. So there is no chief ministerial face where the Congress is concerned. The Aam Aadmi Party has made it clear. It's been playbook Aam Aadmi Party by declaring their candidate in advance. You know, they've learned from the last time, the 2016 Punjab election, where they did not declare a chief ministerial candidate. They felt that they suffered. So now they're not taking anything to chance. So Isudan Gadhvi is going to be the face for the chief ministers, you know, chief minister face for the Aam Aadmi Party, of course. He will be assisting the larger face, who's Arvind Kejriwal. You know, let's not kid anyone. This election is going to be fought under the name of Arvind Kejriwal. But yes, Isudan Gadhvi is going to be the CM face. The BJP is interesting. In all probability, the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to go with the incumbent chief minister, who was changed not very long you know, ago from Mr. Rupani to now Mr. Bhupendra Bhai Patel. So this election, if you're going to look at three parties or a triangular contest, that will play out on ground. And if we have to see on who represents which party, if it's Isudan Gadhvi, now from the Aam Aadmi Party, backed by Arvind Kejriwal clearly, the Congress will have no chief ministerial face. Even its top leadership hasn't quite come out on ground to campaign, because they call it a silent campaign. But other than Gehlot, we haven't seen anyone there. The BJP is now running this election as a triple engine ki sarkar to vote for it again, which is Amit Shah, Narendra Modi and Bhupendra Patel.
Bhupendra Patel is the CM face for BJP this time as well, isn't it?
Sorry, Nabila, what did you say?
Bhupendra Patel remains the CM face for the BJP. Now, I just wanted to confirm if Bhupendra Patel is...
In all probability, yes.
All right.
In all... Yes.
All right, Preeti, thank you very much. Do stay with us. I'm going to slip into a very short break on that note. We'll be right back tracking those developments on the other side. Do stay with us.
India Today Conclave, November 4th and 5th, Mumbai. Listen to Nitin Gadkari Piyush Goyal, Eknath Shinde, Kiran Rijiju, Devendra Fadnavis, Aditya Thackeray, Priyanka Chaturvedi, Abhishek Bachchan, Varun Dhawan, Huma Qureshi, Vikram S. Gandhi, J. Sai Deepak, Neha Naikwade. Book your seat now. Visit www.indiatodayconclave.com. Conclave Mumbai 22.
Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now.
Scroll, scroll, scroll. Is that what you do all day? A study says that excessive use of social media can develop depression in young adults. The study was published in the Journal of Affective Disorders Reports. It says that young adults who use social media more are likely to develop depression within 6 months, and this is regardless of their personality type. Previous research has linked depression with many other factors, including social media. This study addresses the important research questions, finding strong and linear associations of depression across all personality traits. In 2018, the study took a sample of more than 1,000 young adults from America aging between 18 and 30. Depression was measured using the Patient Health Questionnaire. Social media was measured by asking participants how much daily time was spent using popular social media platforms, and personality was measured using the Big Five inventory. This assessed openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. The authors suggest that social comparison can enhance negative feelings in one. This could explain how depression increases with prolonged use of social media. Another reason could be indulging in negative content. Finally, engaging more on social media reduces opportunities for in-person or social interactions. The study was published by Renee Merrill. She said findings from the study are important during a time of technology expansion and integration. Connecting to people virtually may increase the risk of miscommunication or misperception that leads to relationship difficulties and potential risk for developing mental health problems.
All right, here's the top stories coming across from the country. In yet another attack on migrant workers in Kashmir, terrorists have shot at and grievously injured 2 individuals in South Kashmir's Anantnag district on Thursday evening. The workers, one from Bihar and another from Nepal, were shot at a private school. One of them critical, another is stable. At least 11 people were killed in a road accident in Madhya Pradesh's Betul after a collision between a bus and an SUV. The accident has occurred between Gurgaon and Baidehe. In fact, this incident unfortunately has taken place in the wee hours of the morning. ED will issue fresh summons to Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren to appear before it for a hearing in the illegal mining case. In fact, the move now comes after Soren skipped his appearance before the Enforcement Directorate on Thursday and addressed a gathering of his party workers in Ranchi. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will be in pole-bound Himachal Pradesh today. She will be addressing a public rally in Kangra district today. Elections are scheduled to take place on November 12th in Himachal. For more on that, you could log on to indiatoday.in. You could also download our app for more. Stay tuned. News and updates coming up next.
La main des aides-soignants. Pourquoi? Parce que les aides-soignants aujourd'hui, ils sont globalement sous l'eau. Ils ne peuvent plus faire leur métier qui est de soigner. Et donc nous, Emobots, on leur fournit cette information de l'état émotionnel. Ils vont pouvoir mieux comprendre l'évolution de l'émotion de leurs résidents, de leurs patients. Et derrière, on sera aussi capable d'objectiver. C'est-à-dire qu'aujourd'hui, quand on fait un test pour la dépression, c'est un test normé, ponctuel, où on demande à la personne de verbaliser les informations. Et donc ça pose plein de problèmes. Et notamment de difficultés pour les personnes qui ne peuvent pas verbaliser.
We all consume pills at some point in time. It could be vitamins or it could be medicines, pills for some ailment. But did you know that your posture while consuming that pill is extremely important? How you take your pills may affect how they work. According to a recent study published in the journal Physics of Fluids, the position of your body when you swallow a pill has a direct bearing on how effectively it is working. The team actually tested 4 postures to understand absorption of the medicine: standing, sitting upright, lying down, turn to the right, lying down, turn to the left. Essentially, what they found was that lying to the left and leaning towards the left was the worst position to be in after consuming a pill. It took up to 5 times longer to absorb pills compared to when they were taken in an upright posture. Well, if the pill lands very close to the lowest part of the stomach, the faster it's going to dissolve and empty its contents into the small intestine. Most of the drugs are actually absorbed in the small intestine. Thanks to gravity and the natural unevenness of the stomach, it makes sense that the position you're in when you take a pill could affect how it makes its way through your GI system.
Presented by धूल आए पर घर पे ना टिक पाए।
watching India Today.
Hello there, very good afternoon. You're watching India Today TV. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's tell you what the top stories are this Friday afternoon. Big declaration from Maharashtra Chief Minister. Speaking at the India Today Conclave in Mumbai, Eknath Shinde says the two warring Sena factions can come together.
शिवसेना के जो दो धड़े बन गए हैं, क्या वो कभी एक साथ आ सकते हैं?
देखिए, मराठी में कहावत है जर आणि तर, इफ एंड बट. इसमें कोई वो समय वक्त उसमें जाने से कोई मतलब है.
Aditya Thackeray hits out at Chief Minister Eknath Shinde at the India Today Mumbai conclave. Aditya alleges that Shinde intended to damage the Sena, challenged 40 traitor MLAs to fight elections.
The only intention was to damage the Shiv Sena, damage Maharashtra and put the sustainable development and politics of Maharashtra on the back burner.
Air quality across Delhi NCR at severe category after Noida shuts down schools due to pollution. Delhi BJP demands closing of all schools in Delhi, says AAP government. Playing with the health of children, government in Delhi announces shutdown for elementary children from tomorrow.
तो बच्चे तकलीफ में है, सांस लेना उनको दूभर हो रहा है. और दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार वो कोई भी बच्चों के स्कूल बंद हो इसके लिए कोई कार्रवाई कर रही है.
Delhi pollution battle reaches top court. Petition seeking immediate action on farm fires and pollution. Supreme Court to hear plea on the 10th of November. And AAP names Isudan Gadhvi as Chief Minister face for Gujarat. Gadhvi thanks the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, promises to work for the interests of the people.
ईशुदान गढ़वी जी का नाम
Imran Khan shot during his long march rally in Wazirabad. Protests erupt across Pakistan after assassination attempt on Imran Khan. Tihar jail DG Sandeep Goel shunted after Tihar massage gate. Conma and Sukesh alleged that he gave 12.5 crores to the DG of Tihar. We have some news just coming in. Let's go straight to that. The High Court has permitted rallies across Tamil Nadu. Rallies allowed in 44 places in Tamil Nadu. Madras High Court Justice G.K. Ilanthirian, who was listening to the REW plea on granting permission for the RSS route marches, has said that he can give permission in 44 out of 50 places across Tamil Nadu. Court has observed that after going through the intelligence reports with regard to all places, there could be some untoward incident only in 6 places, and that is something that has been suggested. Earlier, the Tamil Nadu police were only ready to give permission in 3 places and said in 23 places, indoor meetings can be done, and had denied permission in 24 places altogether. The High Court has finally permitted rallies of the RSS across Tamil Nadu. Rallies allowed in 44 places in Tamil Nadu is what the court has ruled. The RSS route marches is being planned. The court has said they can give permission to 44 out of 50 places across Tamil Nadu. Court has observed that after going through the intelligence reports with regard to all places, that there could be some untoward incident only in 6 places. Earlier, the Tamil Nadu police were ready to give permission in 3 places and said in 23 places, indoor meetings can be done. Akshay is getting us more details on that story. The DMK had told the court that this is going to be rather unsafe and there's going to be a risk. The court too at that point in time was that is not an argument that it can accept, isn't it, Akshay?
Sneha, this RSS rally was to have been conducted on the 2nd of October, but it was seen that back then the police department did not give permission and the RSS had gone to court, and in the court it was seen that after several arguments and talking about how on October 2nd the situation could turn extremely volatile and lead to untoward incidents, the police had demanded that they need more time and even said that on another day, on another time, they can provide proper security. And Justice Ilanthrayan of the Madras High Court, who was hearing the case back then, had sent
to you. In a moment from now, Akshaynath, be with us. Indresh Kumar of the RSS is also now joining us. Indresh Kumar, your reaction to what has been said by the court, that rallies will be allowed in 44 of the 50 places, and this of course is against what the DMK government had told the court, saying that these rallies can't be allowed at all.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Kumar. इंद्रेश कुमार जी, पूछना चाहूंगी आप कैसे देखते हैं इस डेवलपमेंट को? कोर्ट ने आखिरकार कह दिया है कि आप 40 से ज्यादा जगहों पर रैली कर सकते हैं तमिलनाडु में।
हाई कोर्ट के डिसीजन से ये क्लियर हो जाता है
जी,
तमिलनाडु की सरकार लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन करने में, टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज को कर्व करने में फेल हुई है, और उन्होंने विदाउट कंसल्टिंग आरएसएस एंड द सिचुएशन एक पॉलिटिकल डिसीजन लिया आरएसएस के पथ संचलन को रोकने का। आरएसएस समाज सेवी, देश प्रेमी, कानून के मार्ग पर चलने वाली, संविधान सम्मत, धर्म सम्मत संस्था थी है। इसलिए गवर्नमेंट फेल्ड मिजरेबली टू गिव द प्रोटेक्शन, सो दे ट्राई टू बैन द आरएसएस प्रोग्राम।
ओके,
इट इज शेमफुल, ये निंदनीय भी है, अशोभनीय भी है, असंवैधानिक भी है। इसलिए हाई कोर्ट का डिसीजन ये है, न्याय संगत है, संविधान संगत है।
क्या बोलना चाहेंगे आप इस समय तमिलनाडु की सरकार को?
मैं यही कहूंगा कि उन्होंने पॉलिटिकल वेंडलिज्म नहीं चलाना चाहिए। दूसरा ये कहूंगा कि उन्होंने देश के लिए घातक संस्थाओं को, पीएफआई जैसी को, पालना नहीं चाहिए।
जी इंद्रेश कुमार
तीसरी
जी,
बात यही कहूंगा
जी,
वह आरएसएस के प्रति अपने नजरिए को बदले। समय समय पर सिद्ध हुआ है आरएसएस एक कानून के मार्ग से, शांति के मार्ग से, समाज सेवा और देश प्रेम के मार्ग पर चलने वाली संस्था थी है। दे शुड चेंज देयर एटीट्यूड, गवर्नमेंट शुड चेंज देयर एटीट्यूड।
All right, Indresh Kumar, thank you for joining us. Indresh Kumar, RSS ideologue, telling us about what he thinks about the court's order, welcoming it, saying that this should in fact be a lesson to the DMK to do its job right when it comes to maintaining law and order in the state of Tamil Nadu. Pollution in the national capital and surrounding areas rose alarmingly, touching severe levels today, with Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann by his side. Arvind Kejriwal, amid criticism, has said this is not the time for blame game. He says finger pointing should be avoided. Defending the government in Punjab, he said AAP is only 6 months old in Punjab. They need time. Expressing hope that things would move next year on is what he said. He's also spoken about the fact that there needs to be cooperation between the centre, state governments and also experts, is something that he reiterated in the press conference today. Mann also said the central government has to come up with a joint action plan to tackle air pollution as it affecting the whole of North India and not just the national capital region or Delhi alone.
6 महीने बहुत कम होते हैं, मतलब कुछ भी नहीं होते, इतनी बड़ी समस्या है। उसमें भी मतलब पहले कुछ महीने तो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर उसको सब चीज़ों को कंट्रोल करने में लगे। हमें पूरी उम्मीद है जिस तरह से दिल्ली से हमारी आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकारें काम करती हैं, अच्छी नीयत से, पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं हम, तो इसको भी समस्या का समाधान निकालेंगे। पंजाब में और दिल्ली में हमारी सरकार है। ये वक्त फिंगर पॉइंटिंग का नहीं है, ब्लेम गेम का नहीं है, इतने सेंसिटिव मुद्दे पे राजनीति करने का नहीं है। वो कहते रहे केजरीवाल जिम्मेदार है, हम कहते रहे वो जिम्मेदार है, इससे कोई समाधान तो नहीं निकलता। जनता को इससे फ़ायदा तो नहीं होता। जनता को तो समाधान चाहिए। मैं देख रहा हूँ रोज अखबारों के अंदर केजरीवाल ने ये नहीं किया, केजरीवाल ने ये नहीं किया, केजरीवाल ने ये नहीं। अगर केजरीवाल को गालियाँ देने से अगर देश का प्रदूषण खत्म होता हो तो दे लो। प्रदूषण तो खत्म नहीं हो रहा ना केजरीवाल को गाली देने से, समाधान तो निकालना ही पड़ेगा ना। राजनीति से नहीं होगा, मिल बैठ के कंस्ट्रक्टिव अप्रोच करनी पड़ेगी।
Kejriwal is now trying to shift the goalpost. Before they came to power in Punjab, Aam Aadmi Party had all the solutions for Punjab's parali, which they consider, not us, as the main cause of Delhi's pollution. Mr. Kejriwal's statements are on record. Are they anti-farmer statements? He had solutions like the biodecomposer, cutting of the parali, selling the parali to factories. Today, he says 6 months is not enough, give us more time. The question also is that more time should be given to somebody who was in power for 8 years in Delhi. What happened to the main causes of pollution in Delhi, which are industrial pollution, dust, construction dust, road dust, vehicular pollution? 8 years in Delhi is sufficient time, but there no action has been taken.
बहुत सारा ज्ञान इन्होंने पंजाब में पराली वाले मुद्दे पे बांटा है। केंद्र सरकार ने 1347 करोड़ दिए, लेकिन कोई समाधान नहीं निकला और घटनाएं हो रही हैं, लेकिन कोई पंजाब सरकार काम नहीं कर रही है। आम आदमी पार्टी के जो नेता है, मुख्यमंत्री है, उनके खुद की कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी संगरूर के अंदर सबसे ज्यादा घटनाएं हुई।
देखो, 2 प्रस्ताव हमने भेजे थे। एक तो था कि 1500 आप दे दो, 500 दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट से ले लेंगे, 500 हम दे देंगे, लेकिन वो प्रस्ताव माना नहीं है। फिर हमने कहा कि बहुत सी कंपनियां ऐसी हैं जो पराली से बिजली बनाना चाहती हैं, बायोगैस बनाना चाहती हैं, उनके लिए फेडरल गवर्नमेंट से, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से हमें परमिशन चाहिए थी। वो भी इतनी जल्दी में हो नहीं पाई। अभी भी हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं दोबारा कि चलो ये सीज़न हो गया तो अगला सीज़न तक तो कम से कम कर लें।
आज हमको, आपको, सबको हमारी सांसें भारी चल रही हैं और इसके बावजूद भी जब केंद्र के पर्यावरण मंत्री को कहना पड़ गया कि दिल्ली गैस चैम्बर बन चुकी है, उसके बाद भी दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री को दिल्ली को बचाने की चिंता नहीं है। वो एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके फिर एक नई तारीख दे करके वो निकल चुके हैं चुनावी दौरों पर। ऐसे व्यक्ति को मुख्यमंत्री रहने का, पद पे रहने का अधिकार ही नहीं है, जो इतने भारी खतरे को कहता है, स्वीकार कर रहा है, जिम्मेदारी भी ले रहा है, लेकिन उसके पास समय नहीं है। तो मैं समझता हूं ये सिर्फ लापरवाही से हुआ है।
इस बार पंजाब में और भी 33% अधिक पराली जलाई गई, जबकि वहीं हरियाणा में 20-22% कम हो गया है। तो इससे साफ है कि पूरी पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हैं। अब वो कहते हैं ये उत्तर भारत की समस्या है। आपको याद होगा कि उन्होंने एक घोल बनाया 1-1.25 लाख रुपए का, और उस पर 22 करोड़ रुपया विज्ञापन पे खर्च किया कि इससे एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स या प्रदूषण दूर हो जाएगा। तो वो कौन पी गया? तो पॉलिटिक्स ही नहीं कर रहे, पॉलिटिक्स भी है, इसमें भ्रष्टाचार भी है।
इन्होंने कि पिछली बार एक पराली का घोल मिला के कि इस पे पराली जल जाएगी, खाद बन जाएगी, बहुत केजरीवाल जी ने दिखाया। और आज स्थिति ये है कि 21 करोड़ रुपए मिला था, 1-1.5 लाख की तो वो शायद घोल चला होगा, बाकी 20 करोड़ केजरीवाल जी का चेहरा देखने के लिए विज्ञापन में जनता को विवश होना पड़ा। दोनों बीजेपी और आम आदमी पार्टी क्रिमिनल एक्ट कर रही हैं, गैस चैम्बर में डाल रही दिल्ली के लोगों को। अगर ये कोई मौत होती है तो इसकी जिम्मेदारी इन दोनों पार्टियों की है।
Well, as Delhi is reeling under severe rain, Delhi government has announced a couple of steps to curb the rapidly rising pollution, from shutting down primary schools to cutting strength half in Delhi government offices. Here's what they've come up with.
तो दिल्ली में कल से हम प्राइमरी स्कूल्स बंद कर रहे हैं, प्राइमरी क्लासेस बंद कर रहे हैं जब तक स्थिति में सुधार नहीं हो जाता। और ऑड इवन के ऊपर विचार चल रहा है कि ऑड इवन करने की ज़रूरत है, अगर ज़रूरत होगी तो ऑड इवन को लागू किया जाएगा। आज सुबह मैं देख रहा था, आदेश गुप्ता जी कह रहे थे कि वो एक दादा के नाते बोल रहे हैं और उनका जो पोता है उसे दिक्कत हो रही है। मैं उन्हें भरोसा दिलाना चाहता हूं आदेश गुप्ता जी कि आपका पोता मेरा भी पोता है और भरोसा रखिए कि हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे, मिलकर कोशिश करेंगे कि किसी भी बच्चे को किसी भी तरह की तकलीफ़ नहीं होनी चाहिए, उसके स्वास्थ्य से संबंधित, उसकी ज़िंदगी से संबंधित।
दिल्ली के अंदर हम वैसे तो पिछले साल से इस बार अभी इलेक्ट्रिक बसें भी बढ़ी हैं और सीएनजी की बसें भी बढ़ी हैं, लेकिन अभी आज हमने निर्देश दिया है ट्रांसपोर्ट विभाग को कि वो 500 प्राइवेट पर्यावरण बस सर्विस दिल्ली के अंदर शुरू करने की तैयारी करें। तो ये ट्रांसपोर्ट को डायरेक्शन दिया गया है। तो दिल्ली के अंदर अब पर्यावरण बस सर्विस जो एक्स्ट्रा बसों के संचालन की तैयारी भी ट्रांसपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट करेगा। 500 दिल्ली सरकार के अंदर जो वर्कफोर्स है 50% वर्क फ्रॉम होम करेगी। जी दिल्ली सरकार का मैंडेटरी
सिर्फ
सरकारी दफ्तर दिल्ली सरकार के जो दफ्तर हैं 50% वर्क फ्रॉम होम करेंगे। जो प्राइवेट दफ्तर हैं उनके लिए भी हम एडवाइजरी जारी करने जा रहे हैं कि वो भी इसको फॉलो करें।
Akshay Dongre is getting us more details on that story, joining us from Mandi House in central Delhi. Akshay, the air quality continues to be in the severe category. Just give us a sense of how do you feel given that you're outside? We are indoors right now and the air of course is very different. You know, it doesn't matter that there is indoor pollution as well, but right now outside the air undoubtedly is toxic. What else is the government of Delhi planning to do?
Well, Sneha, first of all, I would give you, I would explain what exactly is it like to be outside for about 10 to 12 hours every day. Initially, when you step out in the morning, the first sensation that you get outside is a thick layer of smog, and it starts to burn your eyes, it starts to burn your chest, it starts to burn your throat. So there is burning sensation, and this is because of the toxic pollutants that are in the entire air of the national capital region. There is difficulty breathing, people are coughing all around me, people are sneezing all around me, and this is all because of the toxic layer of pollution that is there prevalent across the national capital region. Today morning I tried to go to the India Gate circle and try to look at India Gate. There was no India Gate visible from the circle in the morning, and even till 10 a.m. in the morning there was no sunlight at all. Even now there is certain sunlight, but even right now it seems that the entire national capital is cloudy. As far as the steps are concerned, these are steps that the government is taking, and as far as the stubble burning is concerned, yes, stubble burning is an issue. It is approximately contributing, if I give you the latest data, 38% of the toxic pollutants that are in the air. But what about the other 60% of the pollutants? Was the Delhi government not aware that the meteorological conditions in the month of November is such that the pollutants stay in the air, there is less wind movement, so why not take action before the situation worsens, before the situation starts to reduce the lifespan of each and every child who is in the school, who is playing in the playground, the elderly who are living with us, or the people who are working outside. I don't have to exert so much, but what about the rickshaw pullers? What about the people who are running, who are delivering our food to us? All of these boys who are delivering food on motorcycles.
Those people who have no option to stay indoors. There are people who can work from home, but there are many who can't work from home. Akshay, I get what you're trying to tell our viewers and viewers. I'm thanking you for the moment. We'll of course keep coming back to you for more on that big developing story. Now, air emergency has once again been sounded in and across the national capital, with AQI reaching the severe category, breaching the 500 mark in several areas. Smoke towers was one of the initiatives of the Delhi government to tackle pollution, but it has done very little to curb or to deal with the toxic air. Here's a detailed report.
Delhi's air quality has now breached the toxic mark, a severe category with AQI of more than 500 to 600. One of the steps taken by the Delhi government to curb pollution was installation of 2 smog towers after a Supreme Court ruling in August last year. What is a smog tower? These 24-meter tall smog towers have the capacity to clean 1,000 cubic meters of air per second within a 1-kilometer radius. Equipped with 40 fans and 5,000 air filters, the tower sucks in polluted air and releases filtered air. Environment experts, however, say smog towers do little to curb pollutants.
They're not very effective solutions to begin with. The Delhi government, the NEERI and CPCB insisted that they were being piloted to test their efficacy for controlling air pollution. The sheer quantum of air that needs to be purified means that there will have to be estimated that around 40,000 such outdoor purifiers would be required to make any measurable impact.
An RTI filed by Amit Gupta, an environment activist, showed that according to the CPCB, the smog tower reduced PM 2.5 levels at a distance of 100 meters by 13% in December last year, 7% in March this year and 17% in April.
Delhi smoke tower, it is effective in less than 100 meters, that too up to 37%. So we need to think that whether we need such an expensive technology. The Delhi government is sitting on a fund of around 1,000 crore rupees which they have collected as a green cess, and they can use that fund to stop the prali burning in Punjab and Haryana and to reduce the pollution by others means in Delhi.
India Today did a ground check of the smog tower in Anand Vihar. Here's what we found.
If this particular smog tower, the meter reading of which is not being shown on the front, does only about 17% of the air purification, the entire Anand Vihar AQI, which is currently at about 500 as we are speaking throughout the day, is not enough to reduce the pollution of the entire national capital region, let alone the hot spot of pollution, which is Anand Vihar itself.
At another smog tower in central Delhi, there is little impact on pollution beyond 300 meters from where it is installed, by Delhi government's own admission. A team of IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi and DPCC has recently submitted the first study report after the completion of 1 year of smog tower use. Data clearly shows these smog towers are hardly Delhi's solution to clean air.
The air quality index right now here is